For me, the quarantine's just been, I feel like it's the same for everyone. So, you know, like it starts, 3 months ago where we're all watching the news and we're all seeing this crazy, just all this craziness happen. It's just completely abnormal. And then it comes to America. So it's just the same as everybody else. I was just watching the news, seeing what's happening, and then listening to the news and hearing the governor over here in California, lock shit down. And it's everyone's the same through this shit. You know what I mean? This is like exposed to like money and like success and all that shit. It doesn't really mean anything when, some real life or death shit going on. The creative, like the importance of having like a setup where you can like, at least as an artist where, your medium is like using your voice or music just in general, you definitely want like a setup where you're at, like where you're based at, wherever you're living, you want to set up there. And I've had one for, 5-6 years. It's different, you know what I mean? Like I've gotten different mics and different laptops and interfaces and all that. But for the most part, I've always had a home setup since I started. It's important because it's like, right now, especially like right now, you can't go anywhere. You can't do nothing. So how are you going to get to a studio? And then it's just a level of like professionalism with it, where it's like, in any other field, you have to have your tools. You have to practice with those tools. You have to use those tools every day to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't have that equipment in your house, you're not really sharpening that steel. You're not becoming a technician with your shit. You know what I mean? The business side of things, like in terms of like shows and all that stuff that's affected by it right now, me personally, my situation's never really moved by the live shows. You know what I mean? Like it's always been just about releasing music. That's how I cultivated what I have. It's just through releasing music. So what's going on now? No, it's not abnormal. It's not like where I gotta, oh shit, how do I change the plan up? Because I was opening up for, 7 different acts and I had a couple tours of my own and I was doing this and that. Like, I've never been like that kind of artist where it's just like I'm out doing a million shows and out doing a bunch of press runs and all that shit. So for me personally, it's the same. It's just, my routine has literally been the same. For others, I know it's really bad for like a lot of people where their thing is, I've been to a lot of places where like a lot of artists, they don't have big bases. They don't have a ton of people listening to their stuff, but they figured out the live show and they get people to show up for those shows, pack out 300-400 heads easy, like it's nothing, doing like 4 or 5K a night on shows. And that's now gone, so it's for a lot of people, it's very serious. But for myself, I'm very fortunate that, the way that I approach things was just from a strictly internet perspective. I take full advantage of the day and avoid like all the things that could kind of derail a productive day just by like, I love being creative. You know what I mean? I may not rap. I may not write a rap, but I'm gonna make a beat. You know what I mean? I may not, make a song, but I'm gonna study some tutorials. I'm gonna watch some YouTube tutorial. Like, I just love being creative and my mind being in that place where it's thinking about music and it's thinking about art. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, it's easy because, like I said, I just love creating, and that's what drives me is being creative. I'm not results driven. You know what I mean? I'm more driven by the process and just waking the lifestyle more so being a creative. Like, I like the idea of like being an old ass dude that's just fucking creating all this crazy art. Like, I like that idea. So vices and all that bullshit, I don't like to waste too much time because I know that my time's limited. You know what I'm saying? I know that I only have so much time to do what I want. And that's not even like I'm gonna die one day. That's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be super into the same shit I'm into when I'm 40. So let me max this out now while I'm still super into it, as opposed to like take my foot off the gas a little bit just because I'm not seeing the results that I want to see. We're working on some shit. We're definitely trying to focus on the show because coming out of this, that is going to be a big effort into kind of getting more shows, getting them bigger, getting them more consistent, getting them, just getting them tight, getting a real live entertainment going on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Outside of the music, we just starting to get into the merch. So really getting into design and fire stuff like that, kind of, making it more of a complete brand, getting into that. Outside of that, that's really the only creative thing I'm working on because it's just always the music. It's never not gonna be music, you know what I mean? That's just it, bro. Just the music. We got the next 3 projects already done, so we're working on 2021. So it's like, yeah, it's just music, bro. It's just music. This is the way I like doing it. It's not for everybody. Releasing this much music and being this obsessive about it isn't for everybody, but it's the way that I like doing it, and it makes me feel good about what I'm doing.